another Thanksgiving side dish tonight. And tonight we're going to be doing the corn pudding. Now, corn pudding is an interesting one for a lot of people because not everybody did that for their traditional Thanksgiving. It's very popular in the South, particularly Kentucky and Virginia and the South, southern states. I became very fond of it in Kentucky. There's many ways you can make this. You can make it very savory, you can make it very sweet. I'm going to do something that's more of a cross between the two. And I'm going to make it so that hopefully, if I do it right, we can accompany it with a mushroom gravy that's optional on the end that you can pour over it, which I find to be wonderful. Some people do different things with it. They like different varieties, but I personally like the savory corn pudding for the mushroom gravy over the top. It's just, to me, it's heavenly, but that's just me. I haven't tried this particular recipe before, but I found it online. And the reason that I kind of went with it was because I just got my Pampered Chef iron skillet, and I have had it a little while, and I've actually used it. As you can tell, I actually need to go in and do a little bit deeper cleaning on it. But I just made the bacon tonight, and I haven't had time to really fool with it, make it much better. But I like to make it in the skillet because every time we do the cornbread in the skillet is wonderful. This is kind of a variation of that. So anyway, I don't know this recipe as well, so I may rely on Jason to kind of read a little bit more to me on this one, just because I don't do it all the time. But I know we got to start off with 4 to 5 eggs. You're going to whisk those up. We have sugar. I believe it's a half a cup of sugar. Is that correct, Jason?
That is correct.
And then we got sour cream. It's at 8 ounces of sour cream, which I made. I had Jason measure out for me. He put it into the 1 cup measuring cups that they sell here at the Pampered Chef. I have 2 cans of cream style corn, and I have 1 can of whole kernel corn. You can use frozen. The recipe calls for about 2 cups of this, and I'm guessing that that's about right because we got about 15-16 ounces here, so that's about 2 cups. It doesn't have to be exact. This is one of those things that's not got to be perfect. We've got vanilla, which I know if y'all watched our other videos, you know that they got this vanilla in Mexico back when the world was still going and we could travel on the little cruise boat, which we love to do, but that's not happening right now.
Miss my cruises.
Jason misses his cruises. And then we have nutmeg, and nutmeg is just going to add that little extra something to it. It just kind of gives it a little bit of a earthy, nutty flavor to it, which I really like. And then we have Jiffy. This is a staple in the South. Jiffy corn muffin mix. You're going to use 1 box of this. And then we are also got butter. There are 2 sticks of butter that I've melted, brought back to room temperature. Again, you don't want to put your egg or your hot butter, if you just melted it, you don't want to just pour it right into your eggs because it'll start cooking them. So you let it come back to room temperature, which it's done. And that's pretty much it that's going to go in here. Is that it, Jason? Did I miss something on that list?
That is it.
Oh, I know.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Oh, I know.
The good stuff.
I didn't put this on here because it's not actually on the recipe, but a lot of people like to add this in. This is jalapenos. Now, you can use the jarred ones if you want to. Oh, gosh, Jason Solomon, now he's going to want them. And it's got the seeds in them too. So I actually just chopped them up, seeds and all, because that's the way you got to do it. If you don't put the seeds in it, Jason's like, this is not a jalapeno. So you can use the jarred ones, and they work fine. Nothing wrong with that. We actually used the jarred ones in our cornbread the other day, and I found it to be really
so good.
So we're going to put some of that in here. I probably won't put a lot in just because I got guests coming in. I don't know how well they're going to like that, so we'll put some in, but not a lot. So we're going to start it off, and we're going to do 4 to 5 eggs. If you're using large eggs or whatever, I usually do 4 to 5. I always just put the extra one in myself. And we're going to beat them. And after you beat those, the next thing we're going to add in here is going to be our sugar. So we're going to take our sugar, going to sweeten that up. And then we're going to add in our sour cream. And since I know it's probably not going to pop right out, well, it might. It's coming, but it's going to need some encouragement. So there we go. And you can get, it's just any. I use regular sour cream. You can use like the low fat if you want, but what's the point? I mean, you know, I go for the flavor. It's all about the flavor. Ooh, sour cream.
Ugh.
Yum, I love sour cream. Love it, love. You know, beat that sour cream in there. Us Southerners, we love to put sour cream in a lot of stuff. I put sour cream in eggs and mac and cheese and everything. It's good. Jason can't stand it. I love it. But when I cook with it, he don't notice the difference.
It's fine.
He just won't eat it by itself. That's what he don't like. Alright, so we got that all mixed up in there, and I'm going to need is a teaspoon of vanilla.
1 teaspoon.
Yay, 1 teaspoon. That's just, I don't know where the heck is it. You know, Pampered Chef sells a really, really nice set of, like, measuring spoons that, you know, if y'all buy a lot of stuff from Miss Sherry, she might give them to me. So I'm just kind of putting that out there for you. She's got all kinds of good stuff this week. I can't wait to see that Black Friday sale. It better be something good. That's all I'm going to say. There is our teaspoon of our vanilla. And, this stuff smells so good.
Mmm.
Yes, good. This is good stuff. Vanilla straight from Mexico. Anywho. So you're going to mix all that up. And I'm going to go ahead and put the nutmeg in. I think it calls for about an eighth of a teaspoon or so, or I don't know, something like that. It calls for whatever I can get in there at the time. That's what's in there. So there we roll. Who measures? I don't measure everything. So we put that in here. We're going to swish that around. If you measure everything, you're a geek. It's not going to taste good. You got to let it tell you what it needs. That's what you got to do. So that's what I'm going with. We have 2 cans of cream style corn, which Jason just loves cream style corn. He hates cream style corn. I don't know why. I don't know why. He hates on everything that's good. I don't understand.
Cream style corn is not good.
It is good.
Regular corn is good.
No, cream style corn is really good. It's stuck down in there, so I'm going to help it out there because I want to make sure we get every little bit of that out. Don't worry, honey. It's baked in. You'll never know the difference. We're going to have our second can of cream style corn. Look at all that cream style corn going in there. It's good.
Why ruin a good thing?
I'm not. I'm making it better. There we roll. And now we'll put the whole kernel, which he likes the whole kernel.
Oh, that's good.
Put that in there too. Now you want to drain this one. You don't want to pour the juice in with that. Drain it out. There we roll. Now I'm going to switch over so I don't squish up all the corn. I'm going to switch this out. And just kind of fold that corn on in. There we roll. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I think we're ready for the jiffy, right?
And what does it mean to fold?
To fold, you're not really stirring. You're just kind of taking and pouring it over. Take it and pour it over. You don't want to go in there and whisk the hell out of it. Because you go in there with it, you're going to tear up all your corn. You don't want to do that. So we're just going to go in, fold it around. Fold it around. Just like so. What's next on that list? The jiffy?
The jiffy mix.
So we're going to take the jiffy mix. There's no salt and pepper in this thing.
There is no salt and pepper.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Well, you got the butter too to add.
Oh, there's butter coming, but I think that goes in last. If not.
It does.
So we're going to take the jiffy mix. We're going to dump that on in there. This is some good stuff. I like this. We made cornbread with this the other day. Ooh, it was so good.
Oh, it was good.
Oh, good. 2 packs of this, and I think we followed the basic recipe, if I'm not mistaken, and then we just kind of added the jalapeno at the end there. Ooh, it was so good. So we're going to pour this in there, going to mix it on up. That's what's going to thicken this up for us. So, Again, if you haven't had corn pudding before, it's kind of like cornbread, but it's a little bit more of a souffle type thing, if you will. Yeah, I'd say souffle is probably about the best way to describe it. So it's not going to have like that bread consistency. It's going to be a little bit juicier. There we go. And so that basically mixes that on up. And then the next thing I'm going to add in is that butter. And there are 2 sticks of butter in here. I'm going to pour that in. Now what we're going to do with this tonight is I'm actually going to put all this together. I'm going to blend it all up. And then we're going to put this back in the refrigerator. I'm just going to let it sit overnight. I'm going to bring it out in the morning. And then once we bring it out in the morning, I'm going to put it into my cast iron skillet. And we're going to bake that sucker. And I think it's going to go in there again, probably about 350 degrees or so. I have to double check that. But I think is it got my
350.
350. And for how long does it say?
45 to 50 minutes.
45 to 50 minutes, which means in my oven it's going to be an hour. At least, probably. Or until it's all bubbly on the top and I see it's got the brown and all that. So, figure about an hour for me, but about 45, 50 minutes for most people. So, that is it. That's all that goes in.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Oh, yeah, we got to put those jalapenos in
there. But when you're mixing your batter, or should you be wearing some of it?
Am I wearing it?
Yeah.
No, you should. That's just the Jiffy mix. That's all that is.
Okay, just checking.
You want to lick it off of me?
That's all right.
I'll put it right here. So, anyway, I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to pour some of these jalapenos in here. I don't know how many we're going to put. Well, not that much, because I don't want to make it overbearing, because then we're going to have people come to the house, and I have friends that are just like, I don't like anything that's spicy, or even if you say it might be spicy, I can't stand it. So I'm not going to do that to them, because I just don't want to hear it. But you can put, as much in here as you want to. I think that's going to be fine. One thing that we found with the jalapenos, particularly in the cornbread, it wasn't hot per se, but it gave you a nice little burn after as you're eating it. You just felt that burn going down. It was a good burn. And, unlike certain politicians, I don't mind feeling the burn. There's certain things I don't want to feel, but I don't want to feel the burn on it. I like feeling the burn when it's a jalapeno, so it's all good. So anyway, I just wanted to throw this together, and again, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow morning, we're going to pull this thing out, and when we pull it out, we are going to mix it in, or pour it into our iron skillet, and it's going to go into the oven. So that's all you got to do tonight. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. So that's all we're going to do with this tonight.